Hi guys, it's Maaike. I am back with a video, a Christmas card, the first one of 2022. And because it's Christmas in July, I thought it was fitting. Here's the card that I made. Now I'm using different colors of WOW embossing powder with glitters. But as you can see, some have crosses on the lids. Those I know are discontinued. And so I'm using what I have, but you know, you can do any colors that you like, of course. But I have these. I am starting with Bang, which is a chunky glitter with blue, transparent blue and white and silver, I believe. Now I'm using the mixed media WOW embossing ink because at first I thought I was going to do it with the what's called ink pad, but it was a bit dry. So now what happens when you put it on like this, you usually put on too much, and you will see when I heat set it, it bubbles up and then it starts to move, kind of like cars would do on too much water, aquaplaning I think it's called, and it just kind of slips down. But yeah, I was going to cover it up anyway, and I will maybe finish the car. I haven't done that so far, but I'm heat setting from below as well because of the really chunky glitter. The white and silver are really big particles and I don't want it to blow away. And of course, before you put it on, I shake the little pot. Can you see the bubbling? And then well, at least then you know it's hot. And by fault, I saw Marianne Design do this with glitter, with the WOW sparkles. Before I can do it with embossing powder. And in the meantime, she made a video on the same day as filming this. She posted it. But it took me 3 or 4 days to finish this card with the mayhem of kittens. Probably should have called them Chucky and Damien. Man. But yeah, these are stamps. That I thought at first I will make into a little ornament and attach a little like hook, but then I went around it with my alcohol markers, and I know I shouldn't do that, but I thought, well, I forgot that it will of course seep through. So, and also fussy cutting it because I thought it's a very easy line. But then, you know, I thought I'd make it black and then I start again. And yeah. Meanwhile, there's kittens whining, especially Cheered. He's 12. And I thought he would be happy with company. But he's been wanting to go outside every 2 seconds. And, you know, I'm not. But yeah, that's fine. He will get used to it. But here's a mistake number. So many on this card. Actually, first I thought I was going to put them inside a glittery circle that I cut off center. But because there's bits sticking out on these stems that are actually from Marianne Design, by the way. The Peekaboo Winter Animals and Peekaboo Winter Snowman. Now I'm using the animals. And I didn't even use the cat. But yeah, I didn't like it. So I thought I'll stamp it again, but there's just not enough room to leave a border. So I thought I'll do the skin cut. But yeah. So I'm starting again with a drier brush if possible, and a mix of glitters. And one of them is Vintage Peacock, which is the one that I also used for the outside border, which you will see. And then just a mix of colors that I have. I mean, you can do them in blues because there's one that's actually a bit, that's this one, Under the Sea. It's more greenish and gold. Maybe not frosty blue as I wanted it, but I grabbed it. I had to do with it. So I'm heat setting them again, and glitter is a bit harder to see if it's melted, but just don't move it around too much and keep it in one spot. But I sped this up, so it looks like I'm moving back and forth, but that's just placing the air around and cooling it instead of warming it. So now I'm using my ink pad, and I'm sorry I'm out of focus. That's the white paper, I think, that did that. And just the border, because I didn't need to do the whole background away. You can if you want to make your own glitter paper, but yeah, just the border, and leave the inside white. No one will know, except you, because you're seeing this. Cleaning off the mat was a bit pointless. The sentiment, I'm sorry, the camera cut off there. I thought I was filming, but the battery ran out. And that's from Bitty Holidays from MFT. Bitty Holiday Wishes. Well, I don't. Yeah. And just Versafine, let it dry. I thought about doing something else, but yeah, too much glitter already. I didn't want to do a solid stamp as well. So for the coloring, I'm using my Decotime brush aqua markers, and I bought a 100 set in the meantime, and I organized them as I think like. And there's in the 60, I've reviewed that on camera. The 100 is the same, more colors, and there's also a blender in that one. But if you buy them both, you have, I believe, 10 or 11 doubles, 9 or yeah, I forgot. But the 60 I showed on camera, that's one of the doubles. They're different. And there's another one I saw that it's not, it's the same name, but it's slightly different. So I thought I'll just use them as extras, you know. Yeah, and this bit underneath the face, I'm not sure if that should be his body. And that's my buddy, Damien. Or Chucky. If he were red, that would be nice too. Yeah. He's called Jasper, or Jasper, because of the stone, but he's a devil. Cute. Yeah. I'm sorry I've been missing in action, but it's too hard to film and trying to concentrate, and also all my energy gone. But yeah, I'm back. I'll try to do better. As I keep saying that in every video, I think. This is not usual stash, well, except for the wow and the sentiment, of course. The Marianne Design were just released in July 2022. So I thought I should use them. And I just kept it plain. And instead of making the little hook on the top, I let the scanner do the cutting now. And then I would put a bread in it so it can move around. But it looks more modern, maybe. Yeah, don't know. I like it. But yeah, the coloring is very simple, and I put the caps in the screen, but you might not have these anyway. Only if you have an action nearby, then you probably have these. And I have to say, they are very juicy. You can see that the first thing I put down, it was the little ear, and it went outside the lines because it just, well, too much ink. And that's why if you blend with a lot of markers and you keep blending on the same spot, you might have some seepage as well. That's because you're working too wet. Just a tip there for you if you're new to coloring. You don't know why you can't stay inside the lines. Yeah, that might be it. For the background is the 60. See, one is darker or bluer, maybe even. They're both called 60. And it doesn't really matter. I think that's because they're so cheap. The 100 set, you can only order them from action.nl in the web shop. I'm not sure if they, or action.com I guess, if they send them outside the Netherlands. But you can order them online now, a few choice items every week. And the 100 set is $24.95. And they come with a little racks or marker holder storage thing as well. And it's all good. I like them. And yeah, I say not refillable, but and I was going to take them to work, but I took time off work to stay at home with my terrible toes. And the tiny tornadoes. Yeah. I like them. I thought Cheered would take to them much easier than he does. But, yeah. It's okay. I hope you're well and you're not suffering from the heat. So Christmas in July is very weird because, you know, we're having a Dutch heat wave is 25 centigrade, I guess. Not sure what it is, something 80s, I don't know. But yeah, I'm shading it with the 60, and I'm not sure which one I've used now. I probably should. I marked the ones that come from the 60 and 100 set on my chart with a little dot or a check mark. But maybe should do it on the marker as well. But I don't think it makes any difference because they might vary from, you know, series to series, just because like they do with wallpaper, you know, or wool, or even paint buckets. They're not always the same, but that's the nature of the game. So if I didn't have doubles, I wouldn't know, would I? So this is my panel. I cut it slightly smaller as well, a centimeter around the border, just so I can do my glitter border, of course. And then I pulled out all my breads, and I wanted to use white, and I found this green one. Did well, hey, let's use that one. So it's there, but it's not there. And of course there's breads in all different shapes with like snowflakes or flowers. I only have flowers and hearts, and they didn't make any sense. But if you have white snowflakes, that would be cool. And maybe draw in a few more in the background. I kept it plain because I thought all the glitter is already very distracting. So I'm mounting it with foam tape, and you can see this one is the ink that seeps through, and it shows around the edges of the ink as well, where the embossing finishes. It's like it's oily, you know what I mean? So that's my border, and that's Vintage Peacock again. Very pretty. I'm not sure if this one is still available, to be honest, because I don't check them every few months. But yeah, just use what you have, of course, in the spirit of use your stash. And the blue one is nice with this snowman. I think I'll do frosty colors. See? Looks like it's snowing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Until then, bye.